what is happening with humanity right now? What is going on right now? It doesn't matter where you're coming in at, whether you are a person who is more academic based, more science based, more religious based, more spiritually based, however you're coming in at interpreting yourself and the world around you and what's going on with humanity and the ins and outs of the planet right now, right? It doesn't matter where you're coming in at. I think we could all agree that things are changing. Some things have changed. Things are resetting themselves. Some things are rerunning. If we're available, we could also hold the alignment, hold the connection of everything's unfolding just as it should. And that's a big one. I know some people won't feel as good about that one. They'll want to judge a space of reset. They're going to want to judge a space of a way in which the world is being the world. They're going to want to judge it, and they're going to want to say it should change in some way. This thing should stop. This thing should start. This, whatever it is. And it's natural to judge the spaces. It's natural to have very deep belief structures that neutrality isn't really available in. That's a natural space of being a human, but it isn't the origin space of being a human. It isn't the essence space of being a human. It's a natural in the sense that people got used to doing it. They got used to judging. And mostly they were trained to. You were trained to judge. You were trained to judge. I was trained to judge. We were trained to fear that which did not look the way we wanted it to look, that which wasn't in the spaces we would put it in, And we're learning, a lot of humans are learning how to adjust the space of ourselves, this program, this belief, this mindset. And we're doing really well with it in the really personal aspects of it. So when we have a personal experience space with somebody we know or don't know, and it's uncomfortable, we're doing really well at being like, hold on, let me hold neutrality. Let me not judge this thing right away. Let me not look for what I looked for before. Let me be available to this thing moving. Let me be open-minded. Let me have a loving heart. Let me come in with a pure intent. Yes. Because I know if I do that, then the energies can show up in a new way because I've given them the opportunity to do so. So we're doing well with it in the understanding of our individualized experiences. But when it comes to the collective, some of us have more difficulty allowing that neutrality in a collective light. More than ever before are doing it. So I'm going to hold on to that. More than ever before. There are more humans now than ever in the history of humanity that are not only holding neutrality and being an observer and being available as peace and balance in their own individual experiential life, but also in the collective more than ever before. Now, there are pockets in every aspect of humanity where there will be deeper lessons being shown to everyone through the spaces that aren't as available to move, available to shift, as in like people that are judging systems, government systems, education systems, medical systems, scientific systems, structures, cultural connection points. people who are judging these things being taken apart or being reset or given the opportunity to be different, yes, they are not able to see, if you will, like the bigger picture of this is how you get a new earth. You dismantle the old. Yes. Yes. And you change the vibrations. You choose new alignments. And sometimes the new alignment may not feel and or look in a way that you would think you're going in the right direction. It may look like you're going in the wrong direction. It's possible, right? Depending upon the vantage point. Two people could look at the same experience and one could go, yeah, we're going in the right direction. And the other person's looking at the same exact thing and going, oh, we're going in the wrong direction. And so neutrality gives everybody the opportunity that nobody grips it. Because if nobody grips it, that means nobody slows it down and makes it into something bigger than it needs to be. Everybody's giving the space the opportunity to reset. And they're resetting themselves when they're living in that space of neutrality. So this is a really big one because we have a lot of facets of our collective, sectors, variation points of our collective, groups of people in our collective. And some of these groups have a very hard time allowing the resets and or the reruns. And we talked about this the other day in one of my classes that I teach on my Patreon platform. So if you enjoy the content, you may really love the class spaces over there as well. You might want to check it out. There's a link below the video. But we were in the mindset check-in class and it was titled Reruns and Resets, I think. Resets and Reruns, something like that. And it was talking about how everybody does this individually and then collectively we do it as well. We rerun spaces that we've had before, but we are in that moment of that rerun giving ourselves the opportunity to reset it. Yes. And or rerun. Rerun means it doesn't change and we don't change. Yes. We just move through it again the same way we did before. We talk about it again the same way we did before. We experience it again the same way we did before. Reset means we choose to respond differently. We may be in the same space we were before. It may look the same, sound the same, feel the same, but we're not the same. The field registers our response and creates a continual experiential alignment. It solidifies the space we're in and or creates a new alignment based on the new flow if we're being new. So the field is registering us and we're the field at the same time. Just let yourself have that thought, please. The field is registering us in our individualized increments and we are the field itself. Now, as we're being registered, experiencing something we've already experienced before, if our reaction is the same as what it had always been, we don't move. The experience doesn't move. The energy doesn't change because nothing's changed. We're still saying what we've said. We're still doing what we've done. We're still feeling what we're feeling. So everything just stays in that same alignment and we just keep cycling, looping, and creating that experience again and again and again. Could be variations of it, but it's the same core. Yes. Same root, same foundation. But when we're in a rerun and we don't react the same way we always have, we respond differently in some way. In some way, we respond differently in a positive direction. The field reads that energy, that frequency response of ours, and shifts accordingly. So whether it's a small change in the way you're responding to the situation and a small shift, or whether it's a really big change in the way you're responding to the situation and it's an entire field shift. Those are like quantum jumps, quantum leaps. It's all up to us. So there's a quote in my book. I'm going to talk about Acasma quantum energy a little bit more in this space. This is what I do. This is what I do. This is who I am. I teach Acasma quantum energy, the understanding of it as an ascension modality for assistance with ascension, with what we're talking about right here, and also for energy healing, which is a really big space humanity is stepping into at a new level. We learn frequency healing in here as well, in the understanding of changing your own frequency and also working with your own frequency, your tones, your chants, your light languages, or your languages of the universe, or whatever words you're using to describe that space of you. But here's a quote, and this is from the brand new book, just released. It's on Amazon right now, and it'll be available in my Etsy shop very soon. We're getting the copies in stock right now. But this is called The Guide to Acasma Quantum Energy by A.L. Garris, The Guide, and it is the guide. So I'm really excited about it. And there's a quote actually on the back of the book that I'd like to read first as we enter into this conversation together about Acasma quantum energy and how you can work with this to assist yourself as you ascend. Yes. We cannot show up in a new field of existence with an old mindset, old beliefs. We cannot show up in a new field of existence running from the fears of yesterday or the judgments of the past. We can't, because the mindsets hold a frequency. The mindsets hold a vibration. Our mindsets, our belief structures hold a frequency and a vibration, and the field is reading them. It's not so much it is what you're saying, because there's energy in that and it goes with a thought you had, right? But it's the energy inside of it all, you, that's being registered by the field. And we cannot live in a different field than that which we are, yes, resonating as. Yes. So this is a fun play on words. Your residence, like a home, your residence in the field is dependent upon your resonance, your energy. That's fun, right? Okay, so we cannot show up in a new field of existence running from the fears of yesterday or the judgments of the past. The fears of yesterday, they carry the signature, they carry the vibration of yesterday. Does this make sense? The fears of yesterday carry the energy that created yesterday. So if we bring the fears of yesterday into today, today doesn't get to be new, it's yesterday. It's the same energy as yesterday. Are you with me? And so judgment, if we're judging something, we've made a decision on it. You know, the judge with the gavel? Yes, right? It's like a done deal. So if you've made a judgment on some space of yourself or your life or the world around you, then you have basically created a done deal seal on that space, and it's not moving. It can't move because you have imprinted your judgment upon it. It has connected you to that space in the field where that judgment can be verified for you. Because universe only says yes. The field only responds with yes, as you wish. Yes. So if you come in with judgment on some space, it will give you reason to judge that space. It will back you up. You will back you up. You are the field, and you are the form. So let me read it one more time. It's a good quote, right? We cannot show up in a new field of existence with an old mindset, old beliefs. We cannot show up in a new field of existence running from the fears of yesterday or the judgments of the past. We can't. We cannot show up in a new field if we're bringing in the past, if we're bringing in the fears of yesterday, the judgments of yesterday. We're going to just continue to cycle yesterday. Okay? So Acasma quantum energy is an incredible space of alignment here to assist humanity. All my content is infused with Acasma quantum energy. I'm infused with Acasma quantum energy, if you will. I am a space of its origin, and I brought it into humanity officially in 2020, but it was coming in prior. And the energy work I was doing with my clients on table, in person, energy healing sessions, they're laying down, eyes closed, beautiful, relaxing music on in the background, candlelit in the corner, that kind of deal. And I would be doing energy work to assist them. And those spaces started to change in a really beautiful way. Yes. One of the first instances, and I don't think that I've written about it in my book. There are some in my book that I have written about, but there was an instance where I had the individual client on the table in front of me, and they were closed their eyes, relaxing, and I'm doing my work, and I'm up by their head. And I look out over the table in front of me, and I'm doing the work, and all of a sudden I see 4 beings of light, like in the room, not in my knowing, not in my inner sight, not a sense of them being there, but physical eyesight saw them. Yes. There were 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Yes. Of the client's legs, so about knee down. So like one on either side of the table at the knee, and then down further by the feet were the other 2. Now, what they looked like was incredibly beautiful, and I understood they were higher dimensional beings of light, and they were here to assist us, they were working with us. And then I started understanding my work was a bridge to that assistance, if you will. That I bridge the client in, that I bridge the student in, and then I teach people how to bridge themselves in and or another in as well if they want to help humanity in that way. And I realized that these particular light beings that I was seeing in this energy session with this client, they were directly connected with the client as well. And they were part of a team of light that I work with in Acasma Quantum Energy, because we always in every session space facilitated by any AQE facilitator, we have the Acasma team of light there. Then the client's team of light is there as well. This happened to correspond because this individual was part of how this was landing for us, if you will. So they had a deep connection with the space. Many people that I meet that come into my path and find resonance with what I do, they have a deep connection to this space because we are like the front wave of this higher consciousness here to assist humanity. So you just know, right? And it hits at a level where this is where you're supposed to be. This is what you're doing, whether it's a space for your own divine, individualized alignment and your flow, and or you are here to also offer it to others. And both are beautiful. And offering it to yourself is what it's all about. The others happens no matter what, whether you call yourself a facilitator or not, because it's rippling out from your field. It's one consciousness in many formats. So I was there doing the energy work, and I could see these beings of light, and they were just miraculously beautiful. Like they had the form of a human, as in the body shape, head, arms, legs, torso. But they were see-through. They looked like water and light. Yes. In a body form. No skin. Just, you could see the shape of the head and the arms and the torso and the legs and all of this, But you could see through them. And inside them was just this movement, fluidity of light, Yes. And yes. They were just exquisite. They are exquisite and beautiful and benevolent. loving, and higher dimensional. You could register if you wanted to try to interpret feminine or masculine energy, but I felt as if there was a balance of both available. And their structure or their form carried it was very unified with one another. So their height, their weight, all of it was pretty much, in alignment with each other. It wasn't like one was tall and one was short and one was fat and one was thin. They were all like pretty similar to one another. And the flow of the light was just incredible. It was almost like a whitish blue light. But that doesn't do it justice. I'll lay it at your feet and you can listen with your heart and take a deep breath as you hear me and just trust your connection point with this understanding of these beings. This is just one particular specific connection point with these divine beings. There are many, many, many others, and this was one of the first ones. I've also worked with some that I call the tall ones. I've described them in spaces as well. They come into my destination events. Every destination event I've done, they've been there. A part of my lineage is in that line as well, and my genetics in a sense, but these tall ones are a higher dimensional group of beings, species of beings, and they live in a different dimension, but they work with humanity and the consciousness that is moving here on Earth. They are extremely tall, and they have 3 fingers and a thumb, like very long hands, long arms, long legs. They're kind of like a whitish silver skin and no hair. They don't really wear clothing. They're very tall, like short would be 8 feet. So different heights. Average would be maybe 15. I don't know. They're very tall. Now, here's the thing. People will say, how can something that tall be in a room where the ceilings are not adequate? When these beings come in, there's an understanding of the overlay, if you will, of dimensional spaces. So there's this understanding of quantum experience, quantum field, quantum connection. So it's all now. So they're here. They're here. I had to. But at the same time, most humans are not open to the understanding of something beyond the here they see with their physical sight and have understood themselves to be their entire existence. But more humans now than ever are becoming available to this understanding of their quantum being, their multidimensional self, and the other beings that come into play when you are understanding this space, right? So they're here, and even if they're 15 feet tall, 20 feet tall, 30 feet tall, it doesn't matter. Because they're in a materialized state of existence that fits their realm, their dimension. And we're getting an overlay view. So we're in ours that might have different proximities to theirs, right? Or spatial availability than theirs. But they're still in theirs. We're just able to see and connect and register one another. Now, sometimes they will travel in light body. And I've shared a lot of content here on YouTube, mainly on my A.L. Garris original YouTube channel page. And you can go there to see more of it. But this has been happening to me for years, where they come in light form. Light form just means they are traveling in a wave format of themselves that is easier for them to maneuver dimensions and connect in with us. And it's only happening because we've shifted. Enough of the human collective is in an alignment of understanding of itself and the world around us that this type of interaction can occur. So Acasma quantum energy sessions that I facilitate, that many now facilitate across the planet, Acasma quantum energy courses where you're taught this. The book can be utilized by anybody. You do not have to be in the course. It is written to go with the course, but the course comes with PDFs as well. This is written so that you could read it on its own, and it's activating and it's expansive for anyone who is available to that space of themselves, your multidimensional self. The human body is masterfully designed for this ascension process. It has everything it needs. Yes. Your cell structure, your DNA, your blood, every part of your human vessel's makeup is designed for the ascension process. You lack for nothing. If you lack anything, it would be possibly the trust level in that statement. That's what we're expanding, is our trust level in that remembrance of ourselves, in that essence point of ourselves arising, Acasma quantum energy reactivates this space of you. Acasma quantum energy reconnects you, to this essence point of you that is your I am, your origin. Prior to any lifetime, human or not, you've been many other things and you'll be many more. Your consciousness exploring itself through nows. Yes. So Acasma quantum energy works with the vessel, the human vessel, to assist it in this shift. And everybody's assistance is different. Some people need more than others in the way in which the body itself is processing. Some people need more than others with the self-love levels or the self-trust levels, leaving this vibration of separation and moving into the vibration of unity, unified field consciousness. The human body comes with the biofield. Everybody has one. You all have an auric field, an energy field around your body. Everybody has one. We're getting better at being able to register this with equipment, photography, and different ways that we're able to prove it to people who have a little bit of a harder time giving that their trust, right? Yes. And so that's been helpful to prod this forward. But why would we be doing this? Why would we be learning about the auric field, the biofield, the energy around the body? And why would Acasma quantum energy bring in this understanding of the shield or field of love, which is a very big part of what happens in an Acasma quantum energy session? It isn't the only part, but it's one of the larger parts. We work with the heart portal in the human body, which everybody has a heart portal. It's a circle, an energy center of light. It's not anything to do with your organ of the heart. It is near there, but it is an actual energetic center flow point of how your I am, your higher state of consciousness is coming into your body, your vessel. So you first came forth to your body through your mother's womb. That's an entirely another video, because there's some really beautiful things that happen in that process as well to prove the way in which the soul transfers in. The divine comes through in the womb. And then you are birthed into this human experiential plane, earth, this world, and you are this human growing up. Your body, your vessel has this heart portal. Yes. And your I am, That spark of consciousness that landed in your mother's womb to begin this journey as this space of you to explore and understand itself at a new level, that spark of you continues to expand as you allow. As you allow what, you might say? As you allow you. You believe in you. You lean in and listen with your heart. You look for more. You become curious. You research ascension, you research consciousness, you research the energy body, you research the biofield, the auric field, the understanding of the way in which your energy works. A lot of our information is becoming obsolete very quickly, but there are some really beautiful foundational spaces of what we've been teaching throughout human history about the human and its energy body and its abilities that are still pretty solid, and they will do us well. But what we're learning and what we're moving into is an entirely new human and new level of the way in which our bodies work energetically and spiritually and physically. And this is all connected. There's no separation. It's all connected. The way in which energy moves in your cells, the way energy moves in your DNA. Yes. You have DNA. You have DNA that I call cosmic DNA, but we could call it many things. Spaces of that DNA dormant in the majority of humans. Acasma quantum energy activates those spaces of the DNA that carry that lineage of origin. Yes. And bring it back online. This is connected with the field around your body. You are designed to activate your field. Through the ascension process, the field is extremely valuable and important because it is at first a shield. As you move through the process, it's a shield, and it's actually kind of shielding you as you are navigating and transitioning through these big spaces of movement of your energy, because your life is a direct reflection. So life can zig and zag. And when you're ascending, there can be some pretty big zigs and pretty big zags until you get more of a grip on who you are, where you are, what you're doing, and you start trusting yourself more. The minute you move into that trust level, the fears of yesterday begin to fade. The judgments of yesterday begin to lessen, and you begin to become more and more present as your I am having a now. This opens everything up, and the shield or auric field, biofield around your body that your I am is flooding into and as begins to upgrade itself to another level of this I am field, period. You don't really need the shielding as much anymore because the fear is being healed or has been healed. And we only need a shield if we're trying to protect ourselves from some type of fear. And there are a lot of reality lines available with a lot of different opportunities to fear. And as we are available to the I am presence in our being, we are negating our connectivity with these slower spaces. We're like, I don't need to entertain it. I don't need to engage it. I don't need to connect with it. I know that I am more. I trust that I am more, and we move. We continue the expansiveness of us, if you will, the journey of us, the exploration of us. Now, sometimes we choose to explore these types of spaces and get in them a little bit, right? Put the mining hat on and dig down into the dirt and the cave and look into the darkness. And it's a valuable exploration. But many are now moving into an understanding of themselves where they no longer need to go into the dark to explore it. They can understand it from the higher mind and higher heart. They can, in a sense, decipher it and interpret it with clarity from their higher mind and higher heart, because they've landed that space of themselves. And there's nothing wrong with either one of these types of exploration. They're all valuable. But I like everybody to know there's availability. You don't have to do one or the other. So let's see. I'll show you a photo of what I'm talking about from the book, and then I'll put something in here for you so it's easier to reference via the actual visual in the video. But when we're talking about the shield and the field of love, we're talking about working with the energy key that we call the Acasma star. And this is also known as the power symbol. So this is an actual energy key that is found in the teachings of Acasma quantum energy. So that's the star, and I'll put it on the screen as well. A little bit easier for you to see it like this. When we're working in Acasma quantum energy in a session space, whether you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it for someone else, a facilitating friend, family, client, at a certain point in the session, and in every single session, never ever does it not happen, the star moves out around the client's body. That is when we're blessing and amplifying the shield field of love.
Yes, yes, yes.
This is also very much connected with a natural process of the human body that happens when the person, the human, moves into an alignment of their consciousness, which is what we're doing with Acasma quantum energy. We're assisting that alignment of consciousness to its remembrance as its I am, the divine in form. The body field around the body becomes in some ways like a robe of light, a cloak of light.
Yes.
If thine eye be light, thy whole body shall be light. This is where we're going, This is also part of the understanding of ascension.
Yes.
Where the body is shifting from more form to more wave.
Yes.
In form. And the way in which these incredible light beings come into the session spaces and the event spaces that I hold, whether they're in a visual format of themselves or they're in a light body, individualized light body, and or very, very often it's a collective. So it's a very, very large sphere of light, like 3 foot in, diameter. These are collectives of beings. This is another thing that we're doing. So as the human is taking on its cloak of light, if you will, robe of light, it is allowing its flow of its I am through its form. It is owning its divinity within its cell structure, its DNA, and its consciousness itself. It's anchoring it and rooting it into and grounding it into the human vessel that it's inhabiting, which then grounds and infuses that energy through the field of the human collective. That's how it gets to flow in the collective of humanity. And this is a process of the ascension of consciousness itself in humanity, in the individual human, in the collective of the human, and in the unified field of consciousness. All consciousness is moving. Always. All consciousness is moving. Acasma quantum energy is here, and it is assisting this process. It is bringing in energy keys to assist with the unlock and open and reconnective points of these spaces of the human body, spaces of the human consciousness, the grounding of it, which is the way in which we're able to hold it. A lot of this work has been attempted for decades prior to now.
Yes.
But it hasn't been able to stick.
Yes.
It hasn't been able to land. Because it couldn't ground. The energies were just too high. So we could get a good look at them in a sense. We could tap in a sense. We could entertain them in a sense. We could connect in for a certain amount of time. But we were not able to land them. We were not able to become them. We were not able to shift into that new field, that new space of our multidimensional self as humans because we couldn't ground them.
Yes.
And Acasma quantum energy helps ground the energies.
Yes.
I carry grounding frequencies. If you're listening to my voice, you're listening to grounding frequencies. Whether I'm speaking English, yane yakao koai, light language, universal language, ancient language of the earth itself.
Yes.
Whether I'm toning or chanting or singing, it doesn't matter. It's my voice.
Yes.
Grounding frequencies.
Yes. Yes.
This is what we're here for, holy ones. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here to remember. This is what we're here to allow. This is what we're here to engage. This is what we're here to be. The implementation points of the new field. And those spaces that we land individually as you trust you more, as I trust me more, and I step out and you step out and we step out and we form these incredible collective communities like we have the Acasma family of light. There are many more like us on the planet with different names, but this is what I do. This is what we built for this space of us that recognizes this connective resonance of the soul. People who find me, they are resonating with a cosmic quantum energy and this soul connection of us.
Yes.
We came to be this space. We have a very powerful, very beautiful saying in our community. And I've been saying it since 2020. I've been putting it at the end of every video since 2020. And it means more now. It means more every moment, really, than it did in the beginning. But I trusted. I listened with my heart. I leaned in. I knew we were surrounded by love. I kept hearing, the light is here, the light is here, the light is here. Show them that the light is here. Remind them they are the light.
Yes.
If you resonate, if you feel this, if it's pinging you, you are the light. You are the light. Thank you for coming to this now.
Yes.
Here's the saying in our community, a Acasma family of light. Here's the saying. Ready? If you know it, say it with me. We are light, and we are here. We've added over the years 2 more sentences. We are the Acasma collective. And we come in peace. Nea sautua poaye. Nea. Nea. Thank you for remembering. At whatever increment you're remembering. Thank you for allowing. At whatever increment you're allowing. Keep trusting yourself. Keep leaning in. Keep listening with your heart and trusting your flow. I have an AQE course, a Cosmic Quantum Energy course. I teach it once a year. I have it coming up the end of January. If it resonates for you, check out the information below the video. Every month, I offer a free space. I have not missed 1 month since 2020. The last Saturday of the month, I offer a free space to all that resonate with this that I'm speaking of. And it's the Acasma Planet of Light and Healing Grid. And it is a fantastic space. If you're unable to do the course, if that doesn't align for you right now, the grid offers you a space of connection to a cosmic quantum energy, your sacred alignment and expansion, and the opportunity to fulfill the purpose of being an anchor and pillar of light. That information is also available below the video. So I'm super excited to be these spaces with you. The AwakenPod, it's just that. It's a space of connection for the awakened ones who are choosing to live awakened.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for choosing to do so. If you don't already subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. It lets me know somebody's watching and you guys like what I'm sharing. And if you could comment, that would be fantastic. It's like a love letter to me when you send me an emoji, a comment. That's a beautiful way. And then the algorithm of YouTube picks it up and says, oh, people like this video. And then it'll shoot it in front of others who might have a resonance with this space as well. So thank you for helping me get the word out. Thank you for helping me call those home that are ready to rise in this alignment of their sacred I am. I am so grateful to be it with you, Holy One. Blessings on your nows. Blessings on your nows.
Yes.
Ashane Yananawa. Ashane Yananawa. Ashane Yananawa. Kea. Kea.